Ziggy's trying to figure out centimetres to span.
Yeah, try and fit these axes. Stupid dimensions.
What are we doing today, Armie? What are we doing?
We're gonna test a bunch of foils with you guys. How exciting is that? And do runs at Hood River, Oregon, where it's just, you know, made for testing gear. You're right by the river, up and down, fresh water, in and out. You don't need a shower for weeks. Live in the back of a van. Fucking epic. These guys don't even stink. Like, I didn't even think you've had a shower the whole time you've been here. Check out this wagon. Yeah, no, I'm impressed. I'm well impressed with the setup. Not only that, I mean, you guys are actually going hardcore. I'm like, building a board in your lounge, like that's
Oh, no,
that's
to do
proper
with that
hardcore. That's proper
Liam.
hardcore. Living together in the back of U-Haul at the river. This is proper surf grommet style. You guys are legends. I love it. So good.
You. Oh, what you be right? A lot of stripes. Some protos. Okay, you be right. A lot of stripes. Yeah.
Yeah, we're riding protos, guy.
Yeah, we got more mast chat. I'm just going around asking everyone about their mast this year.
So apparently he's been trying power winging, too scared, so he's now strapping on the assist so he can actually get on foil.
I need a backup.
No, I saw him shredding that. And this is the integrated 185 assist mast, 795 performance mast base, and then we put the motor pod here. The big difference, we've pushed the pod forward, so we've reduced the total length, reduced the wetted surface area, better sectional hydrodynamics through here with this fairing into the leading edge, plus the motor being forward, your drive shaft, your prop is further forward, so less torque on the takeoff, so less shuffle fore and aft. So all together a smoother ride.
You're going to be sticking a few of these on the America's Cup, just a little zoop.
Well, the
Come on, boys, up on
F50s, I
foil.
probably can't say too much, but yep, they are working on something.
Is he allowed to say
What I want to know, Freddie, is if you'd have been there and I'd have been there, we'd have been going, right, I've got 800 mil, I know I need to get a stripe to line up with the motor, but how do I divide 800 by 10 and, that was the hardest bit, wasn't it? Getting the
stripe in the right place.
Yeah,
Believe it or
yeah.
not, it does take a bit of time to make
take a
things
bit.
look pretty, but yeah, no, it's all about the function, and no, we're frothing on these things. So much fun, and that's the reason for me. I was actually, I got to be honest, a bit of a four-wheel drive hater at the start. However, once I realized that it's going to grow people getting into it, it's going to grow people's enjoyment of the sport, because especially for me, once you know you're up and going, the ride height control, because foiling, if you're a master of ride height, you're a master of foiling, because like you watch Kane ride, he keeps his foil 1 inch into the water, super clean pumping efficiency, super technical styling. So with the motor, you're putting it in and out of the water, and that's tuning your mast height control, and that's actually an epic tool for improving your foiling, and hey, that's what we want to do.
Genuine question, you see a lot of the masts, and when they're doing the molds, the first ply that goes into the mold is typically like a 2-2 twill or a small weave twill. It's easy to handle, it looks nice. I can't help but notice that is a pretty big weave. For those that don't know, it'll be a lot flatter to the mold, it'll be thinner. Typically, assuming you can lay these out better, you're going to get more stiffness out of this than like a tighter twill, right?
Yeah, well, it's the thickness of the plies, so you can get more plies in the same layout thickness, and that ironically, a thinner ply, you got to use more of them, and they're more expensive per ply. I mean, figure that one out. So I think we're in the wrong business. We need to be making composites. So the guys at Torre, they're stoked, but that's just how it is. So yeah, it's like any hardwood, right? The tighter the rings are, the tighter the plies are together, the thinner the plies, the better the performance. So yeah, we've done a lot of layout work with literally the best in the business. We get consulting. Like, unfortunately, I'm not that smart, so we just get the right consultants on the job who are a lot smarter than us, who give us the right intel. This is what you need to do with your layouts, and away we go.
So that exterior one's not aesthetic, that's a functional exterior ply.
Yeah, it does both. It's both. Hey, it's high-end carbon,
nice.
so it looks nice, it does the job. It's a form and function. Like, every design decision comes down to function, and then that feeds into form. Foils too, right? Like, generally it's funny, what looks sexy works well.
Yeah, I find
if it looks fat and ugly probably
That's
is
like-
going
That's
to.
like your main question.
I've been critiqued for saying that. I've said that before. I'm like, I tend to find the stuff, eventually the stuff that works good tends to look nice, and I have been critiqued by listeners for saying it, but
Boards,
I'm
but
in
hey,
your
pick
camp.
up, you know, boards. Like, hey, every now and then there's a curveball that's something, it's so far ahead, your brain can't see it as looking good, and then eventually it comes back around. Like, so, winging's a classic example. Like,
Yeah.
Tony Lagos was winging here in 2010, and no one would do it because it was just too weird and they couldn't get their heads around it, and foiling was just a new thing and no one could, you know, and literally 10 years later, boom. You know, he was 10 years ahead of the curve, no one thought it was a thing, but he was the man, so there you go.
Sick. Merci.
Okay,
Let's
into it.
What are we doing, Armie?
Well, I dropped this foil out of the cow because it's so frothing to get out at Tunnel 4 and go for a session and to Proto, and I just put a little dink in it. However, I found some, well, I
It
reckon
was a
it's
couple
like,
of rock. It was like one of those ones there.
I reckon here is like 200 grit and here is like 20 grit. So combo of that and that.
Perfect.
Ready to go. Like, we
He's
go
good.
into
I'm not.
we go into so many data points and so many numbers, but at the end of the day, how does it feel? Like, that is the primary.
Yeah.
Does it put a smile on your eye or make it feel great?
Well, so this is about to suck for me because I won't be able to ride your floor.
No, you'll be fine. You'll ride that like it.
Yeah, no, that'll be sweet.
A lot of people tell me the same things before.
I promise you, you're going to get up and just go, oh, this is easy. So how's that for a statement?
Yep.
Okay.
We've dragged the boys in for a testing session, so it's pretty exciting. We haven't told them what we've put them on, we've just given them some foils.
This one I particularly like the look of.
That is actually a very cool foil, and big up to the F1 guys. They are definitely one of the teams that is pushing in their own direction. They're always pushing forward. And we've got to run across the street because this is a dodgy corner. Gate 4. These cars whip around, but yeah, no, F1 team, big ups to them. They do make good kit, so it's epic, you know, and that's the thing. How good are the locals here putting this carpet back there?
Oh, whoever sponsored the carpet up at the tunnel.
Plus, it's like full shag pile.
Yeah. That's a lot like, if this house purchase of mine goes through, Armie, my whole house is going to be like that for a bit.
Oh, you need to get a new house after you built that board?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just destroyed the place that bad. There's resin on the walls.
Was that your renovation program?
Exactly. I've just dotted resin all over the floor. The place is now green.
But the board is sick, so that's all that matters.
Thank you, thank you. Shout out to Kyle and Ken.
Yeah, Ken Agate does make pretty cool boards. And that's the beauty, like, there's so many people pushing, you know, always pushing forward, always pushing something, and you guys doing that with Ken, making cool boards. Like, everything's driving forward so fast, and it's, from a production point of view, it's kind of a nightmare, but at the same time it's super exciting. Like, we just always got to keep on our toes, keep pushing, and it's great to have people like F1, Ken Agate doing his thing, obviously, just his niche, just making epic stuff. Like, it's just so fun to be involved. Like, where would you want to be? Nowhere. Right here, Hood River Gorge. Let's send it. Nothing better.
Wibble wobble!
This sport didn't exist a year ago. It's like literally the start a year ago. Look at it. We're doing it.
Yeah. Let me do this, make the music to make the movements. I spit my 2 cents, going doofus, I'm about to lose it. Want retribution and restitution, way less confusion. My execution is evolution, my soul is losing. Uncle Sam don't give a damn, he got a paper route. You got some dreams, but it's designed so you can make it out. Go to work and pay your bills, no time to think about. You're getting paid, but they never bring the change around. Laying down, my brains are goner. The swords and armor we rely on, it's just hope and karma. Always judging like you're on, only tears and trauma. Boy, you gotta chase the karma, gotta get the karma. Yeah, I'm about to crash out, put a max out. It's time to spaz out, my last straw already passed out. I'm a cash cow, my brain's rich, but my hands out. This has planned out. Think you see the picture, don't forget the camera pans out. Let me do this, make the music to make the movements. I spit my 2 cents, going doofus, I'm about to lose it. Want retribution and restitution, way less confusion. My execution is evolution, my soul is losing. Yeah, the devil's coming. Boy, you better start running. When he shows shows up at the function. No discussion. I want what's mine, that's lost money and lost time. I'm so confined, my open mind turn Columbine. The wall is up, it's all designed and not be climbed. Greatness defined, yeah, so bro, let me hold it down. The stars align, put all that matters on all the platters. Hold the chopper scatter.
You know, man, that's a good step from 10 though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to make them a stick, I'm trying to make them a separate thing.
Yeah, I know, but like that's a good separate thing from 10. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Just a little bit more preparation.
Yeah.
Basically, you need to compare the 12 and 13 and see what you prefer.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this is almost like hybrid race anyway. 14.
It's not going to be 14.
Nah.
But I've been designing foils while riding. That's how you do it. Talk numbers, beat them.
Is that the new motto?
The only outcome no care about is income. I just hope I live long enough to get to live some. Let me do this, make the music to make the movements. I spit my 2 cents, going doofus, I'm about to lose it. Want retribution and restitution, way less confusion. My execution is evolution, my soul is losing. Yeah, the devil's coming. Let it start right.
And you're ripping that thing.
When he shows up at the function, no discussion.
Be the foil, make the foil. Now, we always get that this one here being on the water fishing.
So, on water.
Guys, job from now on is going to be continuously GoProing.
Yeah.
Every idea we have.
Because you've got to get the chat while you're in the moment. Else it doesn't really work. So much.
When I'm using this foil, it's always because the conditions are like really good and the period are really long, and so I'm used to like having the speed on this thing, whereas here, like we were saying, the bumps are so slow. It was like, oh, I'm getting used to the Eagle X in like the low end. I didn't know it had a low end.
How was that? Oh, what are you on there? That's some top secret thing.
This is the new Axis foil.
This is a new foil that Adrian made with a few stripes on it. Just
Yeah, no, tuning the graphics, tuning the graphics.
Oh, that was sick.
Nice, eh?
Good run.
You have fun?
Yeah.
Got to be stoked, right? The gorge.
So the main thing there is
So you've got the
last
cold?
few days, Armie. Last few days of carnage, and now it's just like,
Yeah.
a bit chill. Bit glidey, bit turny, just a little bit less.
Well, it was light wind, wasn't it?
Exactly.
So
Still
light.
bumps. Run really fast.
Yeah.
Right, Guy. New sponsor. No pressure.
Why are you giving me this hype?
We've waited till the bosses are in the truck before getting the mic out. Yeah. How's the stripes?
Stripes are bloody good.
Stripes
Good
are
as it
bloody
gets. Yeah, frothing. It's been fucking epic this trip. We've been testing it out in some pretty mental conditions. Yeah, it's been really good, to be fair. It's been sick to hang out with the crew as well.
Big crew.
Yeah, it's been mega.
big crew.
All the superstars have been around.
We've had Cash driving us.
It's been a lot, huh?
Cash driving the megabus.
Yeah.
Where is
Mega
Cash
bus.
today? Are they still here?
It's just done.
Most importantly, Freddie, what did you think of the Armstrong that you were just given?
Okay, it's on me. I really enjoyed that. I hate to say it. As soon as I took off,
Oh, good.
As soon as I took off, I thought, oh fuck. But also, I mean, I know it's shit hot gear. You can't. That's when I said. I was thinking when I went towing with Chris and I tried the gear, I didn't get on with it. I went towing on what, a 690, 680 or something, and I couldn't get on with it because I was too used to yaw, and I was trying to yaw the foil over, and I didn't want to do that. But the whole time I'm stood at it looking at it thinking, I know it's good. I've used it, I've seen tons of them around. I know you're selling well, so it can't be bad gear. Annoyingly at that point, I have to blame myself. But I did find that phenomenally easy, that one, which is some sort of prototypey something that you're tweaking around and playing around on.
That foil's due out in what, Armie, two months we should have it?
Something like
at the
that.
shells.
Yeah, no, so
This
we're,
is the
non-stop.
first time we've told anyone, so well done.
Oh, we won't be able to edit.
Yeah,
all
I was
this
going to
for
say,
about
it'll
2 months anyway.
take us 2 months to get through the archive.
But we kind of figured you might have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
They're going to make some cash off this podcast. This one's not going out to punters. Let's pay for this info.
Well, more to the point, guy. This will probably come out in 12 months when we finally got around to editing it.
Yeah.
So what's the programme of this one?
Well, the big program on this one, Nathan's been cracking the whip hard for us to push, the design envelope further, so we really understand how we're getting the feeling, and so we're looking a lot at camber percentages, spans, aspect ratios, and tying it together and getting Ziggy on the numbers to look at what of those parameters gives you the feeling X, Y, or Z. What do you want to feel, and what number can give you that?
I thought Ziggy was just the driver. You're saying
Yeah,
he
Ziggy's
actually...
just driving. Yeah.
You're saying he does more?
Well, apparently out of the UK they make some smart people, apparently. I don't know how it's possible, but apparently it happens.
And some dumbasses.
Occasionally.
No, that is, and credit to Guy, like the really cool thing about having Guy on the program is how he rips, obviously, and then how technical he is, and the feedback that Guy can give us in the future is massive, because he's pretty intuitive with what he feels, and he's not afraid to tell us what he feels, which is really nice. So it's pretty direct and honest feedback, and that's a big part of what we want, isn't it, Armie? Just to keep getting better and make sure the riders are not just agreeing with us, but they're actually challenging us and the design team, so we can keep getting better.
The thing, if I may, that impresses me about G is the use of performance gear in subpar conditions. Like, it's all good and well, we watch the videos, we see, the top riders when you're doing the travel movies and you're making the product video, but what's really cool for us is to see that at home, in choppy onshore, in small waves, and he's still doing it. And that must be useful from a feedback perspective as well, because you got that full spectrum.
Oh yeah, super awesome. Like, to have the riders of guys...
Normal conditions,
Normal conditions.
Yeah, I feel like you go, when you travel and you go to these sick places, it's like pretty far out from what we ride, and I guess a lot of Europe rides, really.
Well, you
and probably in New Zealand as well, I guess. You have similar weather systems to us, so you're riding in loads of different stuff too, which just like you get more of an all-round package, which I think that HA foil really sits in. Like, it must have been a pretty big seller, just because anyone can go and jump on it and you can feel comfortable straight away.
Real world conditions. That's the beauty of foiling. You don't need perfect conditions. You want gear that's got range in multiple conditions. You want it to rip when it's cranking, but you also want it to feel great when the conditions are average, because that's the beauty of foiling. You can go out, turn average days into epic days.
Yeah.
So that's what we try and work on every project. And this one right now, we're testing basically the same size foil in the same section and a bunch of different parameters, and so we're just going through the numbers and figuring out how each of those parameters affects the feel. So Guy was on one foil the previous run, so we're just going to give him exactly the same foil, slightly different on one element, and then see what his feedback is and go from there.
It's not even like pumping or not, is it? I know we're all like, right, get out time. Yeah. One more thing, it's not even just cranking conditions or not. How many times have we said it? On the odd day that we get glassy waves at home, any foil will ride good when the wave is glassy and it all feels magic, but the special ones are when actually it still feels that good when it's not clean.
Which I think these foils definitely hold that same DNA. They have similar characteristics to the HA foils, so I think for anyone picking them up in the future, they'll just feel more glide. That'll be the main thing, but that similar ease of use is definitely there, which is super sick with those ones.
Anyway, I got the old,
too. That's good, isn't it? Good talker.
Well, I'll keep the Eagle X on just to give them that benchmark, wouldn't I, eh?
Right, session 2.
Let's go, boys.
I'm in love again.
First 2 months of Ziggy's work then, Armie. What do you reckon? This is the 2 months appraisal.
that'd just be too bad.
Good job.
How about his rating? How about your rating on the
How's the job?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I'm in love again. I'm in love again. I'm in love again. Love again. I'm in love again. I'm in love
Or no?
Got the latest and greatest product here, mate. This is it.
Mate,
Forget
the
about
sales-
foils.
The
This
sales,
thing.
the sales pitch has begun.
Hey Nick, do you want to do the
You want to watch us back?
back out?
Oh yeah, that's so good. Hey, thanks for testing foils for us, boys. It's pretty much job done. We expect a
sign
full.
it off.
What have you signed off?
Yeah.
I've signed off all of them. I'll take that board. The board's good. It's the apple tree one.
What was Freddie on first? What was he on second?
Well, he was on an 880 both times, different aspect ratios. So we're going through one foil that we know and love, and tuning it, different ARs. We've got new sections as well, and we're just going through one parameter at a time, the whole different foil. And he started off on something that's probably in the range of what's good to something that's probably outside the range of really high spec beastie of 14 that, you know, was a little harder to turn, a little more technical to ride. So he enjoyed the lower aspect ratio for a little bit more, I think. What do you make of it?
The issue is, I think you get used to what you like, or you know what you like. So as I mentioned to you before, Armie, I'm not brilliant with larger foils anyway. You all right?
Some bump cap is tied on the top, which is falling off.
Someone's what?
Bump cap.
Let's carry on, dude. Don't worry about it. Sure. Go back. Yeah, we're right.
Anyway, back to me.
What you like?
Well, instantly got up on that 12AR wing the first run and was like at home, in love. That was brilliant. And instantly got up on the 14 and went, don't like this. Don't like this
Perfect.
at all.
There you
Which
go.
again, it's working and it's fine. It was definitely glidier. It was lovely and gliding. It got up really early, probably earlier. But I preferred the usability of the 12.
I mean, these are extreme conditions for an AR-14, aren't they? Like, or
Mate,
did you
your
Oh, the
speed-
one was a
no-
little
no-
light.
yeah,
No, the
no
bumps,
issue.
the bumps weren't too big. No, that,
No
I'd say
issue.
that's really good testing. And maybe the foils maybe almost getting to one size too big, but definitely the much higher aspect rides like a bigger foil. So you know, there's some pluses there. However, they're more technical to ride, and so you know, it's all about fun. Like, we're not out here racing, we're out here ripping, and so we'll expect a full 2-page written report by the end of the day, and that'll be it. Decision made, and we'll put them into production. Thanks,
The
boys.
word shite 1400 times.
Do you remember back when you used to do your school projects and you'd have word art
Yeah,
at the top?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what we'll do.
yeah, we'll
The
do that.
GFP review. Oh, boom.
Thank you for letting us join. I think we'll probably see you this afternoon anyway if we're going up to Rufus.
Yeah, that was a pleasure. Some good laps. Enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, really,
Oh,
really
so
fun.
much fun. I mean, you know, this is the best part of the job, getting out with awesome people, getting on gear and just having fun and big smiles.
Sick. Cheers all.
So good. Tunnel 4, the White Salmon, Hood River, Columbia River Gorge. Mind blowing. Thanks guys, so stoked to talk to you guys. The froth is real. I never would have thought I'd see you guys in a van absolutely shredding in Hood, and just the full surf grommet lifestyle, like literally taking it back 20 years. Like, you guys, I love it. Good style. That's actually how we started off. sleeping in the back of a U-Haul, chasing the sup races around, getting thrashed by the grommets, and like, the only way I can beat these guys on a foil, and that was it. Started making foil, so you guys, legends.